Hello traders, it's Forex Evangelist right here from Bullish Trend Forex Academy, and welcome to our weekly Forex Forecast.
So guys, in today's video, we are going to be looking at some asset classes to help you guys stay on the right side of the market. We are going to be looking at DXY, that's the dollar index. We are going to be looking at some currency pairs and commodities. Okay, that is what we have for this week. So right here on our screen, we have the United States dollar index. Okay, and before we go into technically on the chart, let's talk a bit about the fundamental factor behind the next move in dollar index, which I believe has already been priced in the marketplace because the last FOMC meeting, the Fed chair Jerome Powell made some dovish statement, so I think this is going to be a kind of bearishness to the dollar. The asset purchases from 60 to 25. So if you can go and listen to what he said on last week on YouTube on the Federal Reserve, what am I anticipating, or what can we be looking at for in terms of structure on the dollar index? Okay, for me personally, price has been moving to the upside for some time. If I can expand this a bit, price has been going to the upside. Okay, now I think market has already priced in the dovish statement from Jerome Powell. Price this and impulse here. Price gave us a corrective structure here, impulse again, which came a three-way structure, corrective structure here again, and the last up push. Okay, so what am I anticipating, or what should we be anticipating on the DXY? Okay, so price is expected to give us a small corrective structure like this, downside again. Okay, maybe something similar to this, then one more up move again, or is this going to be the heading to the downside after this corrective structure, heading to the downside? That will depend on how the market is going to react. Okay, but even if the market has also started pricing in the rate cuts, I think the market should start doing that anytime soon. Okay, so what I am anticipating is, for now, a corrective structure to the upside. Okay, now that's what we should be looking at for this week, downside again. But for now, we can focus on this up move. Yes, it is going against the statement, but price doesn't move in a straight line. Okay, so for DXY or dollar index, I'll be looking for my buy setup in a form of a corrective structure. Okay, so that is it for the dollar index. So if we go straight into our watch list on TradingView today, TradingView is the platform we are using, and the time frame we are on is 4 hours. Okay, so on TradingView here, the first currency pair we have is euro dollar. So for euro dollar, what are we looking at for? If you go watch our previous Forex Forecast, because this Forex Forecast is going to be posted on our academy channel, which is Bullish Trend Forex Academy. But if you go to my private channel, Forex Evangelist, you're going to see what I said the last time on euro dollar. Go and watch like 2 previous forecasts there. We forecasted this up move and as well this down move here on euro dollar. Okay, so for this week or for next week, what are we looking at for on euro dollar? Okay, what I'm anticipating on euro dollar, or what I'll be focusing on, is a push to the downside. Okay, maybe small corrective structure here, downside again. I'll be looking for a push to the downside, probably for price to give us an expanding flat here, then we'll see what happens from there. But for now, I'm looking for sell setups. Okay, that is my game plan, or our game plan in our academy for euro dollar next week. So the next currency pair on my watch list is pound dollar. Similar scenario with euro dollar. Pound dollar here, all this that happened here is just a corrective structure. Here we'll have a running flat, impulse again that came in a 3-wave structure here. Here we'll have a regular flat here. So this is just a 5-wave structure here. Okay, and now we have gotten an impulse to the upside, right? Good. So this impulse to the upside gave us this sharp down move, corrective structure here. What I'm looking for is a sell setup. Okay, potentially an expanding flat. Then we'll see what price will give us, but for now I'm focusing on a sell setup. Okay, for pound dollar, a push to the downside. Wait for corrective structure on 1 hour, and then you can go for a sell setup for this week, pound dollar. So the next on our watch list is New Zealand dollar. Same scenario that we are looking at for New Zealand dollar. Okay, look for your sell setups. Okay, which one I'm going to be focusing on is what we usually discuss in our inner circle, but for New Zealand dollar, look for your sell setups. So the next one on our watch list, like I said, go to our last Forex Forecast on my private YouTube channel, Forex Evangelist. Go to the last 2 videos, or the last video there, last 2 videos rather. You will see all these moves here. You can see this arrow, this sell setup is what we forecasted here, and you can see price went to the downside as expected. Okay, so what are we looking at for next in dollar card? Okay, any corrective structure here on a lower time frame on an hour, I'm going to be looking for buy setups. Okay, so for this week, what I'm looking at for on dollar card is an up move. Okay, after that we are going to update our members on the next possible move on dollar card, but for now what we are looking at for is a buy setup on dollar card. Okay, so the next on our watch list is Aussie Swiss. Okay, so Swiss has been strong for some time now, and but for now we are going to be looking at for a sell setup on Swiss for now. Okay, that's what we are going to be focusing on for now. Push the downside, corrective structure, drop, at least take away the slow. That is what we are going to be focusing on Swiss. Okay, on Aussie Swiss rather. Okay, so for Aussie Swiss, look for your sell setups. For New Zealand Swiss as well, we are going to be looking for our sell setups here. Okay, wait for price to push the downside more, small corrective structure, downside again. For New Zealand Swiss sell setup, which one are we going to be trading? That is what we'll discuss in our inner circle. The asset class we are going to take in. It's not going to be fair, to give everything out. What we are giving here is more than enough. Okay, so that is it, guys, for New Zealand Swiss. Look for your sell setups. In our inner circle, that's where we cover the fundamentals. What is affecting these individual currencies? What is the market pricing in? Okay, what is the state of the economy? Geopolitics. This is all we discuss in our inner circle. Okay, so you want to know all this, why, because of the move, because macro is what drives and moves the market. It is the flow of the market. Okay, so what we just come here to do is just to discuss our technical bias on these asset classes. So that is it for New Zealand Swiss. Look for sell setups. So the next currency pair we have on our watch list here is NZD card. Okay, so for NZD card, I will for now I will just wait for let's say a corrective structure here, a pullback here, which I wouldn't want to go for. Then I can go for an up move. Okay, a small corrective structure here, I'm not going to go for it, but I'll go for an up move. Personally, why I'm not going to go for this setup, because some not much strength in the card, because if you understand the intermarket analysis relationship between oil and card, you definitely know that oil is dropping now, and that is affecting the price of the value of card rather. Okay, and why is we are going to be discussing why oil fell, and We also said that during our last Forex forecast. So you go to my private YouTube channel, you see we forecasted oil to drop, okay, and it did drop. And the reason for that is because of the Middle East tension, because it's the tension is coming down. Okay, Iran is not talking about retaliating, and Israel is not also talking about hitting Iran back again. So that is stabilizing a little bit, the tension between Iran and Israel, which is not affecting the supply of oil. Okay, so that's why the price is coming down. So that is for New Zealand card. That is my game plan or our game plan on New Zealand card for next week. So the next on our watch list here is Euro card. Okay, same scenario on Euro card. I would like to wait for price to give me a corrective structure here, then I can continue going to the upside with Euro card. That is going to be my game plan on Euro card. Okay, wait for a corrective structure here, and then you can head to the upside. So if you are still watching this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so that other traders will see this, and it's going to help them a lot to be on the right side of the market. Okay, so for Euro New Zealand, here we forecasted a push to the downside. Price went to the upside a little bit, pull back here, and then we went to the downside. This corrective structure here was what we were anticipating then, and price went to the downside and now upside again. So what are we looking at for on Euro New Zealand now? So for Euro New Zealand, price has already taken out this liquidity. We may see price going a bit down, then we can be looking for our buy setups. Buy setup, because this for us is we are anticipating this to be a corrective structure, okay, and then we can be heading to the upside. So the only thing we want to do on Euro New Zealand is look for buy setups. Okay, probably under this low, that will even be better. Maybe around this area we can be looking for buy setups on Euro New Zealand to probably take away this high, and even this high. Okay, that is for Euro New Zealand. And the next asset class on our watch list is Euro AUD. We are also going to be focusing to the upside, but for us personally, let me just give that as a bonus. I'm going to be focusing on Euro New Zealand based on structure and also in terms of macro. Okay, I'm going to be focusing on Euro New Zealand, but if you feel you want to trade Euro AUD, wait for price to push to the downside again, taking away this low, then you can look for your buy setups. Okay, that is for Euro AUD. So we dive into commodities, and the first one we have here is oil. Okay, and I said oil has been falling because of the tension in the diet. Since the last time Israel retaliated to the drone attack or missile attack by Iran. So, and that's why price is falling. If we go to our last forecast, you can see we anticipated oil to fall from here, and you can see the movement. Imagine taking advantage of this drop. You can see what oil is. Okay, that's for UK oil. So we either decide to trade US oil or UK oil depending on the structure here. Both of them are the same. We have the both of them here on our watch list. So anyone we feel that okay, in terms of structure, because the fundamentals controls both of them, they are just the same. Okay, just maybe difference in price. Okay, but it's just the same. But what we took advantage of was UK oil to the downside. Okay, so but for oil now, what are we going to be focusing on oil? So for oil, we'll be waiting to get a buy setup. Okay, probably something similar to this. Okay, but before then, we may get a small pullback here, one more drop again before we get that up move. Okay, that up move may be something similar to this, or we'll go to the upside, taking away this high. We'll see what's going to happen there, whether we are going to get any sort of fundamental factor that is going to make that happen. Okay, but if that doesn't happen, we'll see. But for now, small pullback here, downside again, then you can go for an up move. Minimum something like this. That's what we are going to be looking out for on oil. So wait to see your buy setups, then you can go for that on oil. Okay. So the next and last asset class we have on our watch list is wheat, which is a commodity. Okay. So we have not been hearing much from the Russia and Ukraine, which as we know that the war is still going on. But other economies that are producing wheat, we are seeing high demand for wheat, and even as of last week, there was a kind of more tension from Russia and Ukraine, and we know these two countries are big producers of wheat, especially coming from Ukraine. Okay, and that is since last month, the tensions seemed as if it increased, but because of the tension in the Middle East, as if we have forgotten Russia, Ukraine, not knowing that the war is still going on there. Okay, so that's kind of big response between Russia and Ukraine is what made wheat to go up. Okay, so and structurally, what can we see here on wheat? Now, price has given us a corrective structure here. This is a corrective structure here. Impulse correction here, impulse again. So what personally I'll be looking out for on wheat is, let price continue going to the upside. There's a lot of liquidity above these two tops. Take away these two tops, then I can look for my sell setups. Okay, for my sell setup, something similar to this corrective structure. That is what I'm going to be looking out for on wheat. Okay, so that is it, guys, for our weekly Forex forecast this week. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon. Okay, so you are going to get notified anytime we drop similar content on this channel. Okay, so that's it from me to you guys. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'm wishing everybody